Holla, what's up?
What's up, Anthony Hamilton, my celebrity life, GeHolla.
Shout out to Ge Holla, reaching 1 million listeners on his podcast, My Celebrity Life, resetting the bar.
What's up, Ge Holla? This your boy Genuine. Shout out to you.
Y'all, this Master P, and shout out to Ge Holla of My Celebrity Life, the show.
Ge Holla, check this. I know we didn't get to speak at the spot that we was at together, but look, man, keep going, keep doing your thing.
Ge Holla, I hope you're doing well. I hope all is fine with you and family. I'm glad you enjoyed my films.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This time we always find one of the coolest and some of the smoothest people that there is. This time, this young man right here is a great young man. You know what I'm saying? Representing a great destiny, a great path, and you're gonna definitely learn something. All you got to do is tune in and tap in. This young man has a wonderful play that's moving and grooving about the world, and I think everybody should definitely put their eyes on it, put their ears to it. Mr. Andre Davis, what's going on with you, my good brother?
I'm good, bro. Thank you for having me again. Thank you. I appreciate it. As far as the industry, I was inspired by people like like your Spike Lee. On the play side, David E. Talbot was pretty big for me coming up. Uh, A Different World was my favorite TV show, so I learned a lot from watching that. And then, I had two amazing parents, man. So not had, I have two amazing parents and learned a lot from them as well. I believe it, but I also believe that, once we know what the trap is and that is set for us, we can't continue to walk in it either. So I think it's accountability on both sides for sure. Yeah, so I've never been a victim of abuse myself. But I've done a lot of productions about abuse, which is why Man of the House is about domestic abuse, where the man is the victim. So that's the angle that I came from. I was just very familiar with how the story actually played out. It wasn't until after we did it a few times and the feedback, which made me realize that this was a lot bigger than me just putting on a production, that I was actually speaking to people's lives. And we kind of tackle that in the play too. As men, especially black men, we're taught to be strong and to man up. To come and say something like I'm being abused by my woman is not really something that's accepted or believed in our culture. And so this is just a call to action to change that. So, I mean, we actually tackle the verbal and the emotional aspect of the abuse in Man of the House. And one of the things, the character that's going through it, I play the main character in the play as well. He doesn't even realize that he's being abused until it's actually called out to him how the language that he's receiving from his woman is very diminishing, it's very demeaning. It's tearing him down. Like love shouldn't do that. Love is supposed to build you up, not the opposite. So that would be the key for me, is that if you feel like you're being torn down and not constructively, that's a key indicator that something is wrong. This is not love. I think, biblically, what I mean, that's the man is the head of the household, right? And what I've come to learn is that in most instances, because nothing is 100%, in most instances, if we as the men, if we're doing what we're supposed to do, our women have no problem following us. So again, I think it's a mutual respect thing, that allowing the man to be the man, right? And if we're doing what we're supposed to do, 9 times out of 10, she's going to follow the lead of the man. I think it that's just how it's supposed to work. Now, and there are some instances, man, where it's just not happening. Like, we have some alpha women, you know what I mean? And that's a whole different story. But traditionally, if you're talking about biblical, yes, the man is supposed to be the household, and at the same time, we have to lead right. If we're leading right, they'll follow. If not, that's when some of those problems come in. Absolutely. So we're on a 7-city tour right now. The number one urban stage play of Man of the House. We started in New Jersey. We've gone to Charlotte, Atlanta. Next up, we're at Howard Theater in Washington, D.C. this Saturday, August the 22nd. Followed by that, we'll be in Philly on September the 19th, Baltimore on October the 3rd, and then Chicago on October the 10th. And information, all the ticket links It's at adiamondent.com. That's my website. That's also social media where all of the information for the play is also posted as well. So yes, Monifa plays my leading lady in the play. She's amazing in the production. She is 9 years now. She's been with me for 9 years. She does a phenomenal job. C King actually got C King before he started on Wildin' Out. And when you speak to him, he'll tell you the story about how that kind of happened for him. But just extremely funny. And I'm glad that he's in the production because he gets to show a little bit of his dramatic side, and he can also sing. So he's singing in the production as well. And then O'Shea and Cortez are newer to the production. Cortez started with us last year. O'Shea coming on board this year. But they've both been amazing people to work with. What's up, everybody? My name is Andre Davis, and I'm on My Celebrity Life with my man Ge Holla. You can catch me at adiamondent on all social media platforms, and that's also the website.